Hello Libra, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a reading for January the 3rd until January 9th, 2021. We'll take a look into your recent past, your present energy, and what is coming up for all of you. This will be for Sun, Moon, or Rising signs in Libra, should you cross watch. And as always, this is a general reading, so it may not resonate for everyone. I do invite you to take that which is for you and leave everything else behind to get into your higher vibe. If you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to the channel. I put out new videos every single week. Thank you so much to those of you who have subscribed and have been watching. And you're watching me. I have much gratitude for all of you. Should this reading resonate for you, please leave me a thumbs up and any comments or questions you might have down below. Okay, Libra, overall energy for you. This reading is the Hierophant. Perhaps you've been pursuing some further education. Perhaps you've been getting some counseling of some kind, taking a new course, doing work with an institution, something to that effect. Alternately, perhaps you have the energy of a Taurus somewhere around you that's been influencing you. The Hierophant is Taurus's card in the deck. In the recent past for you, we have the King of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. So Libra, here I see you coming to a point of strong confidence, a strong confidence in your ability to do your job or do a task. I say job because with the Page of Pentacles here, this feels like work-related energy. Also, the King of Swords, while representing many of the air signs, is a king of business-minded things. He is a strong communicator. Also, this is gender neutral. The binary language is kind of part of the dated tarot system, but this is an empowered person. This is someone who can really speak their mind, speak their truth. They're analytical. This is someone who's very confident in their ability to communicate and to execute business things. And I get that that is the energy that you carry right now. You feel perhaps after a period of education that you are now ready to go strongly into the next phase of your career. And I see you starting by taking slow steps, starting out here by doing things kind of as you feel you are meant to, trying to take the pace at a bit of a reduction while you get your footing. But then that's going to change and you're going to just start to run. It's like you're going to tread in lightly at first because while you're confident, you're not entirely sure maybe where you fit in the large scheme of things. But once you get your footing, it's like it's on and it's happening fast for you. Things are accelerating quickly for you. And I get that that may start to create some tension for you a little bit here moving into the present energy. We have the Judgment card, the Six of Swords, and the Temperance card. So coming to a realization maybe that you will have to move positions, move jobs, move cities, towns, provinces, states, wherever you live, to be able to advance yourself to where you want to go. There's going to be some kind of personal awakening going on for you that makes you recognize that maybe you are not physically perhaps exactly where you are meant to be. This doesn't have to mean changing where you live. It may just be changing the environment that is around you. With Temperance here though, this is a reminder of patience for you, Libra. It doesn't have to happen now. It's just something to be mindful of, to look out for the right opportunity to be able to move on in the future. Coming into the future energy, things are going to calm down a little bit. With the Eight of Swords here, there's a bit of a sense of feeling trapped, a little bit of sense of feeling caught up in your head, caught up in your thoughts, just trying to manage too many things and not having maybe great mental clarity on how to move forward. But you are going to get out of the woods. We're closing this reading here in your future energy with the Six of Wands and the Eight of Wands, which are two cards that I really love. Six of Wands is energy of feeling successful, feeling like you've done it. I got through this period that was tense. This feels like a very transitional time for you, Libra, here, especially as it relates to your career. But then coming out the other side and recognizing, I don't need to be worried. I don't need to be stressed out. I don't need everything to happen right now. I'm in a great place and I feel very good about where I am. And then starting to talk and have conversations and share ideas that relate around that, this happiness with where you are presently, so that you can get back to focusing on maybe where you want to go in the future. We'll do some clarifying here to see what else we can learn for you. We will start with clarifying the Hierophant in the overall energy for you here, Libra. The Six of Materials, the Knight of Emotions, and the Chariot. So as it relates, if you are someone who was just recently doing some coursework, doing some higher learning, doing some certification, doing some skill upgrading, getting some counseling, whatever that's looked like for you, everything that you put into that's coming back to you in a really big way. All those efforts are being reflected in what universe is providing to you right now. And it's allowing you to be able to take more confident action. With the Chariot card here, this is action, and to be able to move from a place of it being something that you really do care about, something that you want to put your heart into as well. Alternately, should this be that you have the energy of someone with strong Taurus in their charts right now that have been supporting you, that have been helping you move through, this may be someone who loves you, and their love is what is making you want to strive for more and want to take that action. I do overall get a sense that this probably relates more to you doing some skill upgrading, which is why you're feeling this strong sense of confidence, because overall the energy from this spread to me feels very independent. This is someone who's feeling empowered in who they are, and maybe that's not been how you felt for a long time. So this is like, there's a bit of overwhelm in that energy that you know now that you can do what you need to do. I will not be surprised at all if we see the Magician come up at some point in time in this reading. Let's take a look into the recent past. Not that I think there is much I want to touch here. Let's take a look at the Knight of Swords. This is when you really start to accelerate. The Page of Voices, or the Page of Swords, Awakening again, which is the Judgment card, and the Ace of Voices. So again, this is energy where it's like you started kind of timidly, but then you realize you have a realization, an idea, a thought that strikes you, a recognition in yourself of what you can do, what you are capable of, all that you can achieve, and then you're going to start to rush in. It's like going really slow just to make sure you know what you're doing, and then you're like, oh, I know how to do this. I know how to excel here. I have great ideas surrounding this. And then really going from a walk to a run here. This is great energy for you, Libra, overall. I know we have some heavy cards, some anxiety coming in, but I think that that's very natural in a time in our lives when we're going through transition, which is really what it seems like here for you. Let's get right into the present energy. We'll take a look. Okay, well, I didn't want you, but you're nice. Let's take a look at the Judgment card here for you. It's come up twice now. This is going to be a lot of realizations, a lot of internal realizations, I think, at this time for you, Libra. Six of Emotions, the Knight of Voices again, and the Justice card. You are all over this reading, which is why it really feels very strongly independent for me here, Libra. With the Six of Emotions, there may be a reunion coming in for you, someone from your past or something from your past that you're going back to or is being brought back into your circle. And I get that it's whatever it is going to want you to going to make you feel as though you want to take even further action. And really go after it to get the outcome that you want out of this. So this may be going back to an old workplace, an old type of work, an old job. This may be an old manager or boss that you used to work for or work with coming in, or perhaps this is just another person from your life that you haven't been connected to a long time, for a long time, coming in to be able to offer you something new, some new way of advancing yourself here. And it's going to inspire you. There's definite energy of like wanting to act after this reunion happens. We'll look at the Six of Swords here as well. The Devil, the Ten of Emotions, and the Queen of Inspiration. This is interesting energy for me here because this is like, I think, a warning a little bit where you're already taking so much action kind of in the recent past here with whatever new job or new role, whatever that might be that you're rushing into. After this reunion happens, it seems like there's a bit of overconfidence that's going to come in for you here. Maybe someone's really pumping your tires when they come back in and see what you're doing. And it's going to get you really focused on kind of like how great you feel, how happy you feel, that long-term happiness you've been looking for, and put you into a position where you're feeling like very highly confident. The Devil for me advises like, don't just act because you are feeling confident. Don't make any rash decisions about moving on to a new place, moving on to a new job, moving into a new role, unless you really think it through. You know, really weigh the balances. Your card here, Libra, is the Justice card. Justice is all about weighing the good and the bad and coming to the fair decision. So don't forget that about yourself. Don't get trapped in a place where your confidence is blinding you from the decisions that you need to be making. Remember what the third card was that came up in the present energy for you. It is Temperance, and Temperance talks to us about patience. Patience. When things are going really well, it's always a time when you just want to continue to like throw everything you have at it. Know when you need to refrain and restrain as well. Let's take a look into the future energy for you at this Eight of Swords. Four of Emotions, the Sun, and the Queen of Voices. Like, you're everywhere here. You're all over it. I love it. This tension, this feeling trapped, this stress, I get is coming from maybe being a bit overextended. There's obviously a real focus on your happiness right now. This has kind of come up twice, but come up a little bit with a warning. It comes up with a bit of tension for you. So be mindful of where the focus is that you have. If you're focusing all of your energy on something, you may be ignoring something else that is available to you that you're just not seeing because it isn't what you're looking at, if that makes sense. But I think we're going to get out of this kind of being trapped in our head mindset, being over-focused on our happiness or our future or where we're going too much, because again, we get into this Six of Wands, this very victorious energy. We'll clarify that here. Ten of Inspiration, the Page of Materials, and the Strength card. Yeah, this to me is you surrendering a little bit, Libra, saying like, okay, I can slow down now. I can let go of this need to do it all right now because I feel confident and able to do it all right now. And going back to where we started in the recent past with this Page of Pentacles energy, slowing down, taking things one step at a time, one day at a time, one task at a time, and really working to kind of tame that inner voice inside of you that is saying, run, no, do more, do more, do more, and pulling back. Showing that restraint, exercising that patience. We'll pull some cards on this Eight of Wands. Page of Emotions, the Seven of Emotions, and the Ace of Emotions. Yeah, see, you are more able, more capable of putting your whole heart into whatever it is you are doing, talking about, creating energy around, by really slowing down. And that way you're going to then be able to evaluate how you're feeling at every step, evaluate all of the opportunities and options as they come up for you here, and then really being able to find the right one for you to action on. We're closing this reading with a new opportunity with this Ace of Emotions, and one that is going to really speak to your heart, to your happiness. It's really beautiful. We'll take one last message from Spirit here for you before we close things up. Oh my goodness. It wouldn't be a reading without me dropping cards, I don't think. King of Cups, the Five of Swords, and the Five of Wands. So this message for me, for you, Libra, really talks about being in touch with how you're feeling at every step. When things come up that feel like internal conflict, that feel like external conflict, that feel like building anxiety because we're trying to do too much, reconnect with your heart and see how you are feeling. Check in on yourself. Also, look at what creative solutions you could come up with to move past that anxiety. Fives are about conflict. But with this King of Cups here, this is someone who is very emotionally in tune, someone who is highly creative and sensitive. So just look back inside of yourself and catch what you're feeling as it's coming up so that you can find the right ways to move beyond it. There's a lot of really exciting energy for you here, Libra, and I do hope this helped. We'll see you next time.